Today we're going to look at some examples of how to solve by elimination in linear equations. Solving by elimination is probably my favorite method of solving a linear equation. And the general idea is this. In a perfect world, like our example 1 here, you could just add up the two linear equations and one of the variables is going to cancel out. That's what we want to happen. So you look at this one. If we just add down, we get 3x plus 2x. That gives us 5x. And then over here we have negative 5y plus 5y, and those cancel out. Hallelujah. Equal sign. 5 plus 20 is 25. And now we have this new linear equation that's easy enough for us to solve, right? We just want to get the x by itself, so we got to get rid of that 5 next to it. They're being multiplied, so we're going to divide both sides by 5. Whatever we do one side, you got to do the other side. These cancel out, and you get x is equal to 5. Now we're not done. We have x. We still got to find our y. So what you do is you go back to the original equation, pick any one, sub in x equals 5. So it doesn't matter which one. I'm going to use the bottom one because I think that's a little easier. And like that. And now we know x is 5, so I'm going to substitute that in. So instead of our x there, it's going to be a 5. And we have this 2 times 5 plus 5y equals 20. That's going to be 10 plus 5y equals 20. And we just got to simplify this. So we want to get the y by itself, so we're going to subtract 10 from both sides. And that gives us 5y equals 10. Then we're going to get the y by itself, so we're going to divide both sides by, oops, that's a 10. Divide both sides by 5. So y equals 2. And there's our answer, 5 and 2. Now that's the best case scenario of elimination, where all you have to do is add, and they cancel each other out, and you're able to move on. Let's go to the next case. So here in example 2, if you notice, if I add these down, just to show you, you're going to get 3x plus 5y equals 13. And we do not want that. Nothing canceled out. That is not what you want. Anytime you do that and nothing cancels, you're doing it wrong. So go back and reevaluate your life. So what we do instead is we go back to here and we go, okay, which variable can I eliminate? Like, what could you want to force it to happen. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to multiply either the top row or the bottom row, or sometimes both rows, by a number to make these cancel out. So in this case, I think we're going to focus on the x's. Right? If I want these x's to cancel out, I have a 2x down here. I can make the top one a -2, and then when I add them, they would cancel out. So the way we do that is we're going to multiply the whole top row by -2. So we got to do it to every single thing. So we're going to do this side and we do that side. So we get this. -2x minus 4y equals -8. Right? I multiplied -2 times x, -2 times 2y, and -2 times 4. As long as you do it to the whole row, it's all the same. Right? Whenever you do one side, do the other side, you're good. And now the bottom one, we're just going to rewrite it. So 2x plus 3y equals 9. And now we can add these up, and the x's will cancel out. So let's cancel out. Over here we have -4y plus 3y. That gives us -1y. And then here we have 1, right? -8 plus 9. So then we're here. And we have to get the y by itself, so we're going to divide both sides by -1 to get that y by itself. And we get y equals -1. Now we're not done. We still have to find our x. So remember, when you want to find your x, just like substitution or elimination, you always have to go back and substitute the variable you found in. Sub in to find x. So you pick any one of these two, it doesn't matter. I'll pick the top one, looks a little easier to me. So x plus 2y equals 4, and now we know y is -1. So this is a -1. So we have x plus 2 times -1 equals 4. That's just going to get us x minus 2 equals 4. And we're just going to add 2 to both sides. And we get x equals 6. So our solution will be 6 and -1. That's like the general idea of how to do elimination, right? It's not always going to cancel out right away. You have to make it cancel out. And the way you do that is you multiply the top row or the bottom row, or sometimes both rows, to make one of the variables cancel out. And then from there, you treat it like normal. Okay, let's do the last example here. And this problem, we're going to multiply both rows because there's nothing I could do to make I can't multiply one row to make it work. Like if I multiply the top here, I mean, you could, but it would be a fraction. You don't want to do that. So what we're going to do here is multiply both rows. So what you got to do is, it doesn't really matter, but you pick one of the variables you want to eliminate. So let's say we eliminate y this time. If I want to eliminate y, I want them to be the same number. So we have to find the lowest common multiple of 3y and 4y. So you just want to see what number can I multiply them both by to get the same number, and then those just cancel out. And for 3 and 4, the lowest thing they both is 12. It's the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4. So we're trying to multiply we're gonna multiply each row by whatever makes that number become 12. So on top here, let's multiply that by 4, because 4 times 3 equals 12. So we're gonna get this equation, 8x plus 12y equals 16. And on the bottom, the trick I like to do is I want them to be different signs. So multiply the bottom row by -3. That way the y's will be different signs. I can just add and they'll cancel out. If you don't do that, then you have to subtract, and then subtracting always makes things a little more complicated. I know it's the same, but it does. So I always just like to multiply by -3 if I need to make them different signs. So let's multiply this whole row by -3. So you get -15x minus 12y equals -9. Now we should be able to add these and have a variable cancel out. And what luck, the y's do cancel out. And we get 8x minus 15x, which gives us -7x. Those are gone. 16 minus 9 is just 7. And now we get the x by itself. We're going to divide both sides by -7. These -7 cancel out, and we get x is equal to -1. And again, we are not done. We have to go back to find our y. So we're going to substitute our x back into any one of the original ones. It does not matter. I'm going to pick the bottom one, I guess. 5x plus 4y equals 3. And now we know x is -1. So this is a -1. So we're going to get -5 plus 4y equals 3. And we just have to solve this for y. So let's get rid of that 5 first. So plus 5 to both sides. And you get 4y equals 8. And then we're going to divide both sides by 4. And we get y equals 2. And there we go. Our answer is -1 and 2. And that's how you solve by elimination.